Welcome! I'm Iman,
I'm Nicole.
and welcome to the show.
In this podcast, we will be talking to you about life, love, relationships, career, and everything in between.
So, for some context, me and Nicole were dating long distance for 5 years before we finally put a ring on it. And along the way, we learned how to communicate and use, conversation to keep ourselves entertained because long distance, what else can you do?
That's true. And since we love talking as well as conversing with people like you, we thought, why not bring these conversations through this podcast to you? So we will be talking about what? Like real life experiences, pop culture,
Reddit gossip.
a lot of gossip. And like we will just be keeping it real through this show. So if you are in on this journey with us, come join us and let's start talking.
See you
See ya.
there.
Conversations on the couch where
Every moment counts.
coffee, chai, beer, or wine.
Stories and laughs, one cup at a time.
Life, love, dreams. We've got the space. Come take a seat. We've saved your place.
Okay, for this pilot episode, I think one of the most interesting stories that we can share with you would be our
How we
love
met.
story.
So, Nicole asked a photo from me,
Hindi.
and that's that. The
Yung
rest is
totoo.
history. Yung totoo is...
Yung totoo
totoo
na,
is-
sige. Like, kasi si Ima, he is a better storyteller than
Ayun.
I am.
It all began in 2019. Okay? There was a Saturday class, and I don't know about you, but who likes Saturday
I
classes?
like studying.
Hindi kasi boring ka. And then, so, I showed up on Saturday reluctantly and nagbisikleta ako, right? So, I parked my bike at school and then I started walking to class and I see this girl na naka-black dress. You know, caught my eye. Guys naman, come on. Okay, yes, personality matters, but what catches the attention? Funny, ganun. Cannot be Jollibee, right? So, she was voluptuous. And I was like, not bad. Tapos nakamaleta. Hindi naman politiko. So,
This was the first day of class, Like, mind
oh,
you,
so
this was the
akala ko
first day of
drama
class.
student to. And I was like, it's Saturday, have a little fun. So there were steps going up. So I said, excuse me, miss, let me help you with that.
Snatchers, ninatch yung bag ko.
Oo, sakto, tough pa, diba? So I carried the bag up the steps and she's like, thank you. So we line up, entering the elevator. And in this packed elevator, and I was thinking, have a little fun. I'm never gonna see her again. So in that 7-second literal elevator pitch,
Yeah.
yung ginawa ko was like, so you got a flight to catch or something? You're running late? Haha, funny, Nicole says. Ding! Anyway, this is my floor. Me too. Oh, okay. This is my classroom. Me too. Oh, cute classmate. So then I was looking for where I can sit down. And at the front of the class, the pinaka front, there was a free chair. So I sat there and I told my friend, right? I recognized his face the first day of classes. Hey man, leave the seat open. That girl at the back, I think she'll sit beside me. Ganun. So para, I made it assured that she'll stay beside
Chill
me.
lang.
Si Nicole naman, meanwhile, looking for where to sit, starts to walk my way. Play it cool, play it cool. Beer can. Walang cellphone eh. So I guys, I pretend it's a cell phone. Di naman tayo sponsored. So I was on my phone and I was like, play it cool. On my phone, pretending. Nicole's walking and walking, then she's right beside me, walks past me. So who is she? Oh my God. She was the professor.
Okay, like,
So
okay.
I was like,
Wait,
Oh.
actually, like, I didn't remember much of
I
this.
totally hit on the professor.
I didn't remember much of this interaction until you already, like, parang told me about it years after when we already started dating. Although, naalala ko na tinulungan niya nga ako with my bag.
What was going through your mind when I helped you with your bag?
No, it was random, but ano naman.
It's like 8 a.m. in the morning.
I was like, okay, like, that's nice of him. Yung,
Ah.
wala naman, parang I didn't think much of it din naman during that
Is that like
time.
normal for girls? Like when a guy approaches and then it's like, oh, he's talking to me. Oh, it's nothing. Is that normal? Like asking for a friend.
Well, I think so.
Is it?
I mean, Parang hindi naman lahat ng nice gestures kailangan malicious. So,
It doesn't have to be,
parang
no?
kaya nga. So, I think at that time,
Ah.
you ano naman, mukha ka namang mabait and
Pero kung
harmless.
pangit yung nag-approach sa'yo,
Bakit? Gwapo ka ba?
I'm not bad looking. I'm not a supermodel. I know where I sit naman.
Yeah.
But asking again, but asking for a friend. If a guy approaches,
Feeling ko, parang it may and may not be normal. But again, in that instance, I felt like, okay, it was like a safe and wholesome gesture naman. So, yun. So, anyway, going back to the story. So, when you realize na I was your
My prof.
professor,
first I'm thinking, oh my gosh, I effed up. Because it's the first day of class, and the class had something about professional development kind of
career.
class.
It's
career
a personal development class.
Oh, so I'm like, I messed up on my very first day. And hindi naman halata na she was a teacher. I thought she was a student. Like that's the,
And to contextualize that lang, because I did start teaching early. It was like a part-time teaching job, and I would only do it on a Saturday. So, parang
And like the age gap at that time wasn't even much.
yeah, you were
anyway.
what, like 20?
It's like a 3-year gap.
23? Parang ganon.
Something
23,
like that,
I was like
right.
25, 26. And parang yun nga, medyo a little bit fresh out of college ka pa. I did have like students who were my classmates back in college pa ha. So, hindi naman talaga malayo yung age gap and age difference. So, hindi ko rin siya mabiblame that he thought that I was a student.
Wow, what a flex. Tell me that wasn't a flex, man.
Yeah, Asian jeans, man.
Okay, going back to it, no. So I was bewildered, but I was like, okay, I gotta keep it safe. So it's once a week, the class. It's once a week, the class. So the next week comes around, aba, I'm excited bigla to go to Saturday class.
Wow.
Umagang-umaga.
Wait, so
Professional
hindi ka
development.
natakot?
Let's do
Like,
it. Di ako natakot. I mean, what? To be your student? No. But it was
Okay.
like, I wonder if I can get your number. So I wonder if I can get your
Okay.
number. Kasi competitive ako, mas lalo when I was younger. So then, I wait for class to end, and then there are these two girls that are nagchichika, class is done, nagchichika na lang, and I'm just waiting for them to leave the room. So I was like, putting the notebook inside the bag, outside the bag. Ganun lang.
This is so
No,
stupid.
nobody noticed me. It's just like 4 people in the room. Then these 2 girls leave. I go up to Nicole. As in Nicole, HR, and she really does, up to this very day, offer like mentorship coaching sessions. And she said it on the first week of class. So naisip ko, wala namang masama magtanong. So I was like, hey, excuse me, Nicole. Sabi niya, class, do not call me miss on the first week of class. So I was like, excuse me, Nicole. I'm graduating in like 6 months.
Yeah.
And maybe you said you do mentorship chat for career. So like, maybe I can get your Viber number. Kasi ang weird naman kung
Ang
Instagram.
weird. Pero
diba?
weird din yung Viber. Pero sige.
Pero I mean, so I got your number, and then you gave me your number, and then the pandemic, pretty much the pandemic hit, not
Yeah.
long after that, actually. Pandemic hit, term ends, life paused,
Yeah.
practically life paused, and we've started dating 2 years later. Our very first date, I was graduated at this point a year and a half. Long time
Actually,
already.
almost 3 years. Kasi we started
3
dating
years?
2021.
90, it was like, yeah, so, yeah, sure.
Yeah. So I think like after that class, no, we did, parang we kept
We kept in touch.
Parang we kept in touch pero mga months after na during the pandemic.
yeah.
So he's like from Viber.
I made sure I passed the class first. I made sure I passed the class first.
He did follow me on Instagram much
So we
later
started dating years
on.
down the line,
Yeah.
and Nicole got her offer to study, got her offer to work abroad, and we started our relationship, dating, long distance from the very start.
Yeah.
So, speed through everything, 5 years, 4 years get done,
Yeah.
something like that.
No, pero naman, like, medyo nag-fast forward. Pero, like, I think what makes our story, I do believe in the red string theory. And na-miss niya to in his story. Although we met in 2019, di ba, during that class. 3-4 months after we started dating in 2021, we were just like talking about something. Sabi niya, back in 2012, I was part of this event in the Philippine Senate wherein, you know, with more than 2,000, 3,000 students
Yeah, it
around
was
the
called
Philippines.
Philippine Model Congress.
Philippine Model Congress, wherein we had to pretend to be lawmakers. And then sabi ko sa kanya, oh, I was part of the first batch of that exact event. And kasi nga, like, I'm older by 3 years. I was thinking, maybe we were coming from, like, a different batch. And then he said na, wait, I was also part of the first batch. So that was so odd. And then I just, like, started looking through the photos from that event. So we basically found a photo wherein it proved that we were in the registration area. About 10 people apart from each other. And again, this was 2012. What are the odds that you can find this photo, again, 2,000-3,000 students. Tapos may mahanap kaming photo of us together.
Now there's one picture where you and I are in that photo, man.
Yeah. So, yun. So, 2012 and then 2019
and then 2021.
And then we got married last year,
In
December 2025.
So, I mean, if you're still wondering where that person is, maybe you've actually met them. You ever think about that?
That's true. Yeah.
Right? You just
Wait, so
you met
naniniwala ka
them,
na ba
right?
sa destiny?
Oh, I don't know. That's a good question.
I mean, you did marry your prof, you know.
Ha! Classes in session daily. So I believe in destiny. I think there's an argument to be made, you know, without getting too philosophical.
Yeah.
If you believe in destiny, then there is no free choice. You're kind of implying that you cannot freely choose because it's already been destined. I like to think you can choose. So that's the conflict for me. But the world is small. I will say that. The world is very small.
Like, to me naman, I think maybe iba yung perspective ko. Like, I do believe in destiny, in the sense that you will always be led to where you're supposed to be or where you're
That's
meant
a good way to
be.
think about it.
But the choices that we make, how you get there, pwedeng maging iba-iba. So, you know, like, if we would have met any other way,
No, it wouldn't have
parang
worked.
pwedeng mag-work, pwede rin hindi mag-work, or pwedeng mas natagalan, pwede rin mas maaga. So, I don't know. Maybe that's just me.
Everything in the right time.
Maybe that's the romantic in me. I
No,
don't
but
know.
from my opinion, veering the topic into like relationships and how things work out. I think that the more you try, the further some things get. Like in life, the harder you work, then the better you do in your career. The harder you work out, the better your body gets. Pero sometimes, kunyari, you're trying to make better effort with your crush, and then you're trying so hard, you're not yourself anymore.
Yeah.
Reverse, some things work in reverse. So I think everything for us worked out in the end. As we close this episode, what's your parting message?
Sa akin, siguro, you just like really have to trust the process. Minsan, life, like, kasi yung personality ko, anyone would know this, like, I like everything planned for the most part, Parang, I've been so used to achieving everything that I would set my mind into growing up, kahit sa career or personal life. Pero what I realized also, na the more that we control things, the more na tinatry natin na, ito lang dapat yung pathway mo, parang mas nagiging messed up siya in the end. So, for me, it's more of learning that parang, again, you will always be led to where you're meant to be somehow.
That's beautiful.
And you just really have to have that faith, And I'm very thankful that throughout that journey, it did lead me to you. Ay, and cheesy. No, but really. So, yeah, like for me, that's what I learned, and I still love meeting you the way that I did.
too.
And yeah,
Diba?
ikaw, like, what's a realization? And I think sa next episode natin, we can talk more about the long distance relationship challenges. Pero for you,
For me, I think it starts with the relationship of yourself. Some people they're scared to be alone. Maybe you guys know someone in your life who is just like they're always into something with people, and it's nice to spend the time to get to know yourself. Take the time, take the effort to
Yeah.
travel, learn a new skill.
Yeah.
Get into a new hobby. It's so underrated, diba? It's so easy to just scroll sa cellphone na lang
Yeah.
and then nakakalipas ng oras yan. But if you learn a new hobby, you meet people in a certain who have the same interest as you, and you start to see life with magic. And in my opinion, you need to see, and I'm a cynic, but you need to see life with like some magic, some mythicism. Because again, like she was talking about red string theory, I might not believe in it so much, but
Yeah.
it's something, diba? It still happened. So you have to be open to life's experiences and just delve right into the unknown.
yeah.
Because if you don't know, it's not terrible to
Yeah.
try. So try it out. You never know.
I like what you said, that you also have to, learn more about yourself
Oh, yeah.
and parang be true to yourself also.
Imagine if we started dating and I hated myself, right? That'd be terrible.
You were single for what, 2
2
years
years, 2
before we
years.
started
By choice.
dating. Ako, I was single for a year before we started dating. And I was living in Siargao before that. And I also did a lot of reflection. I also did a lot of work para kilalanin yung sarili ko. And by the time that we met again, I felt like whole, na wala akong kulang na kailangan
Yeah.
mong, i-fill, diba?
And this is something me and Nicole talk about. Like,
Yeah.
we haven't talked about it recently, but something you and I used to say a lot before was, a relationship isn't about someone who fills you. It's not 50%, 50%. No, when you get into a relationship, it's the best version of you meets the best version of somebody else, and then life happens and you need to bounce back from that.
Yeah.
Like, that's just my take, Hot take.
No, give and take talaga siya.
Oo.
Hindi siya talagang 50-50.
But bring your A game to
Yeah.
life, man. Like
Yeah.
in general, bring your A game to life. So I'm very happy we
Yeah.
made things happen, and welcome to the first episode, guys. So thank you very much.
For the next episode, we will probably deep dive more into how to survive the long distance relationship. Also, things you should be talking about before you get married.
Oh,
and
that's a good one.
something
Yeah,
that
yeah, yeah.
we're realizing more and more of now. So stay tuned, and we'll see you again.
100%. Thank you.